Hey YouTube, Bob here, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new IKELOS SMG. So, if you didn't know, the IKELOS submachine gun that you got from Warmind Escalation Protocol, they brought that back into year 2, and this is it. And I have to say, it is by far my absolute favorite submachine gun ever, right now. So, let's crack this bad boy open. First things first, the IKELOS submachine gun, you can get it from two ways. You can get it from the new quest that makes you go to Mercury, Io, Mars, and Titan. It's kind of a necessary quest. It gives you a focused umbral engram that looks like a little galaxy system on there from doing 2 of the daily bounties, or of the weekly bounties rather, on each of these planets. That being said, once you complete the whole thing, you can focus any and all umbral engrams into submachine gun / shotgun engrams at the place, the drifter place, and you can actually focus them into getting a 50% chance of this submachine gun, which is pretty damn good. Also, if you level up the resonator enough, you can get a disruption, or you can get a multi-slot perk at the end. So you got options here you can choose from on every single roll, so that greatly increases your chances of a god roll. So tell me, what's so great about this IKELOS SMG? Well, if I don't say so myself. So currently in Destiny 2 there are lots of guns and it is an auto rifle meta, and that's fine with me. Auto rifles are meta. If whatever is meta, whatever is most effective, use it by all means. That being said, I have always loved submachine guns, and currently the aggressive frame submachine guns are the best in the business. They have not only the best optimal time to kill, which is tied with the lightweights, but it has a very good body shot time to kill. 1 second body shot time to kill is actually quite good. As you can see, all the other submachine guns are higher, 1.13. I guess technically adaptive is a 0.9, but a worse optimal time to kill, which means the more headshots you get, you'd be better off using an aggressive, but the more body shots you get, you're better off using an adaptive. So there's a give and take there, but overall the adaptives have much less range in general. So we put the aggressive framed submachine guns up here at the top. And currently there's not a lot of options. We have a cold front available, and we have the IKELOS SMG. There is a hard truce from the Crucible vendor, but overall that's a dog shit gun. So let's look at the IKELOS SMG to begin with. Pulling out my good old handy dandy calculator. Okay, so we start out at 54 base range. 54. We're gonna come down here to the god roll finder, and we're gonna select full bore. Full bore does a fat plus 15 to range, so that's already at 69 range on this bad boy, which is plenty for me. But let's keep it rolling. So let's add another 10 for accurized rounds. Now we're sitting at 79 range on this gun, just with the intrinsic or the barrel and magazine perk options. Now let's say we happen to get a ranged masterwork. That's another plus 10 range on top of that, with a submachine gun reaching out to 89 range. And if you think about it, I'm gonna pull up my dim. If you think about it, the Antiope, one of the best known SMGs in the game as being very good, the reason it's so good is because it has an incredible reach. It's one of the most deep reaching SMGs in the game. As you can see right here, I have one that is basically maxed range, because I believe High Cal and Ricochet add the same amount of range, or maybe High Cal adds more. But to my knowledge, 88 range is the highest that the Antiope can get. And currently the IKELOS SMG is sitting here at a crispy 89. So therefore it's already past the Antiope. Yeah, one range, whatever, but it's got a much better time to kill and better range than the Antiope. Therefore, it should be better. So let's check out the other stats of this gun. Look at the handling. The handling is base 73, which means you don't even need peacekeepers. You can literally run this with any setup. You got 73 handling, 39 stability. Doesn't sound like a lot, but for an aggressive, it's actually insane. Now, let's add some perks on top of that. One very good perk is dynamic sway reduction. The longer you hold the trigger, the more accurate it gets, which is very helpful when you are sustaining fire and trying to control your recoil. On top of that, you have a dirty combo of tap the trigger with dynamic sway. Tap the trigger basically makes the start of your spray very accurate and increased stability. But combine that with dynamic sway reduction, and that means over time it will slowly get more and more stable. So tap the trigger starts you off nice and flat, and then dynamic sway keeps you nice and flat for the rest of the magazine. It's seemingly an absolutely phenomenal role for both PC and controller players. I say controller, I meant console, but I guess PC players sometimes play with a controller too. So if you're running a controller, this SMG will work for you. That being said, I personally am on mouse and keyboard. I don't need tap the trigger, so I stick with Vorpal weapon. Vorpal is just a good all-around perk. You can use it in PvE, you can use it in PvP. Anytime there's a super, bada bing, bada boom, shut it down. And it's been very, very effective at that. So there you have it. The stat roll and spread on this gun is phenomenal. And it's very easy to get. Every single umbral engram you find, you can actually just turn into an SMG. Let's see, I don't have any umbrals here. That's okay, we'll do that another time. So let's pull up a clip here for you guys. I wanted to do a full recording of a game, but today's my day off and I'm trying to go enjoy it. So I wanted to record this for you guys with some clips that I had. Right here you see, I'm pretty sure I die and then I respawn. But I'm running the IKELOS SMG. It's got a pretty significant amount of range. I know I died here, but we can break this down and look. 22 is the base damage for this, and I'm hitting 21s all the way out at that range, which means that the damage fall off, however far that distance is to that Guardian, I would say probably like maybe 20 meters, maybe 15, 20 meters, maybe farther, I don't know, is still hitting basically maximum damage, which means it's top tier. So we got a little clip here, and you guys can watch it, see for yourselves. I get a little Vorpal action going on, and just really lay into some Guardians. Remember, I have a 0.67 optimal time to kill, along with a 1.0 body shot time to kill. So no matter what I do, as long as I land those shots, it'll do a pretty good job at killing them. 20 damage to that to that Arc Strider is insane. And then I almost even killed that guy well out of SMG range. And this is just one clip. I've played like 3 games with it so far, and I'm in love. I'm in love with it, and I will be making more content and playing with it more in the future to show you guys that this thing is the real deal. If you're gonna use an SMG, this is the one to go for. Even if you're not going to use an SMG, this is still the one to go for. You should absolutely have this in your vault just in case, with as maximum range as you can. If you're really like, you know, man, I don't think I'm gonna use this in PvP, but like, well, you can get a max range, one of these, or stability, whatever you prefer. You can slap on some Seraph rounds that over penetrate targets and bounce off hard surfaces with subsistence and surrounded. Slap a surrounded spec on that bad boy, and you have a nasty slaying gun for small ads especially. And then if you have the surrounded perk procced, you can even take out some pretty big enemies in PvP and really make some stuff happen. So there you have it. Probably my favorite SMG of all time now is back, good, better than ever. I can finally put Icarus grip on it so I can use it at all times, and I'm absolutely in love with it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like. I haven't been posting a lot of YouTube videos lately because I've been really focused on the streaming game, and I've been playing Destiny, I've been playing Warzone, so I apologize for the lack of videos. I'm gonna do my best to make sure to, you know, rein in the stream hours a little bit so that I can not only make some YouTube videos, but I can keep my sanity. So there you have it. If you guys have any other suggestions, post in the comments below. I'm probably gonna make a few more weapon review videos on some of the other guns in Destiny, some of the newer ones. They brought a new shotgun back that I have yet to try, but I'm actually in love with it. So this is a little teaser here. The first in, last out. I got a pretty nasty roll of high range with slide shot, Eye of the Storm, also slide shot Vorpal. We'll see how this goes. You know, I'm hopeful for it, but I'm gonna give it some good testing, see how it goes. Might even slap it on the sticks, plug in a controller, and try and use some of this Eye of the Storm action. See if it's got some nasty aim assist or some, you know, bullet magnetism, etc. And as well as the IKELOS sniper here. So we got options, guys. We got options. So I'm excited to look forward to the future with you guys. And make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel. Follow me on Twitch, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. We're walking the same direction because I didn't have the ending cue.